Ever stop to think about the most incredible, non-stop delivery network ever created? You won't find it on any map, because it's running inside you, right this second. Today, we're diving deep into your circulatory system.
So let's kick things off with a simple question. How does that salad you had for lunch actually power your brain, or your muscles, or even the tips of your fingers? I mean, how does every single one of your 30 trillion cells get what it needs to live? And then, how does it get its trash taken out? Well, it all comes down to this massive, high-speed logistics operation happening inside you 24/7.
Really, the best way to picture your circulatory system is to think of it like a giant superhighway. Seriously, it's this incredibly complex network of roads and routes connecting literally every part of your body, making sure there's a constant, non-stop flow of all the vital supplies. And the mission for this superhighway? It's brilliantly simple. Deliver the good stuff, we're talking oxygen and nutrients, and haul away all the bad stuff like carbon dioxide and other waste. It is the ultimate supply chain, and it's what's keeping every single one of your cells alive and kicking.
And at the very center of this whole system is this surprisingly small but unbelievably powerful pump, your heart. Get this, it weighs only about 10 ounces, so roughly the size of your clenched fist. But it works hard enough to pump around 2,000 gallons of blood every single day. Over a lifetime, that's enough to fill 3 giant supertankers. I mean, it is just a true marvel of engineering.
So, to really wrap our heads around this massive system, we're going to do something cool. We're going to zoom way in and follow just one single protagonist on its mission, one tiny red blood cell. We're going to track its whole journey as it goes to pick up a delivery of life-giving oxygen.
Okay, but before our little cell hits the road, it's got to know the 2 basic rules of traffic flow. And honestly, it's super simple. Arteries always carry blood away from the heart. Just think A for artery and away. Veins do the exact opposite. They bring the blood back toward the heart. That's it. Those 2 rules govern the entire highway system.
All right, let's ride along with our red blood cell on its round trip. First, carrying waste, it comes into the right side of the heart. From there, it gets pumped to the lungs for a quick pit stop. In just a flash, it drops off all that carbon dioxide and picks up fresh oxygen. Now it's reloaded and ready to go. It zips back to the left side of the heart, where the super powerful left ventricle launches it into the aorta. That's the body's main highway, to deliver that precious oxygen everywhere it needs to go. Once the delivery's made, the whole trip starts right back up again. Now, our heroic little red blood cell isn't traveling alone, not by a long shot. It's actually part of a highly specialized team. You see, blood is way more than just some red liquid. It's a living tissue, and it's made up of a whole crew of different components, each with a critical job to do. You know, it's funny, if you were to actually break down your blood, you'd find that most of it, about 55%, is this yellowish liquid called plasma. The plasma is basically the liquid highway itself. It's the transport medium that carries all the other specialized cells and components exactly where they need to go. So let's meet the whole lifeblood crew, shall we? First, you've got the red blood cells. Those are our oxygen couriers. Then you have the white blood cells. Think of them as the body's security force, always on patrol, fighting off infections. Then you've got platelets. These guys are the emergency repair crew, rushing to plug any leaks. And of course, they all travel in the plasma, the liquid that keeps this whole highway flowing smoothly.
So what happens when there's a breach in the highway? You get a cut or a scrape. Well, the system has this incredible, built-in emergency response plan to prevent a total disaster. It's called blood clotting.
The technical name for this process is coagulation, and it's this really complex chain reaction where the platelets, our repair crew, rush to the scene and form a plug to seal the leak. But here's the thing, it's an incredibly delicate balance. If you don't have enough clotting, you can have dangerous bleeding. But if you have too much, it can cause major blockages, like a stroke or a heart attack.
And here's something wild. Doctors can actually put a stopwatch on your body's emergency response. They use tests like these to check just how fast that repair crew gets to work. Take the prothrombin time test, for example. It measures how long it takes a clot to form, and normally it's only about 10 to 14 seconds. It's an absolutely vital way to make sure that delicate clotting balance is working just right. So, when you put it all together, from the incredible journey of a single cell to the complex crew that makes up our blood, and even the emergency systems that protect it, you start to realize this is an engine inside of us that works tirelessly, constantly, and pretty much entirely without us even noticing.
And at the center of it all is this constant, perfect rhythm.
The relaxation and the contraction of your heart, the diastole and systole, that's what creates the beat you can literally feel in your chest. It's a rhythm that has sustained you from before you were even born, and it's going to continue beat by beat for your entire life.
And that really brings us to the final thought here. This incredible superhighway, this engine, it's designed to run for an entire lifetime without a single stop, without a vacation, without any breaks. Its work never, ever ends. So the question is, knowing how hard this system works for you every single second of every single day, what can you do to help it run smoothly?